I got a heart of a lion. Like, I'm a dog.
Rembert's the highest graded returning wide receiver in the SWAC.
Best receiver goes to the SEC, and the second best receiver goes to Jackson State.
You know what I'm saying? You look at him like, hey, man, this man is 5'2", he's 5'2", he's running 3'8".
This is a guy that is a true number one that you can go to at any time. Nathan Rembert started off at Edward Waters, and he had one of the best seasons by a freshman in that school's history. He comes into Mississippi Valley State. He leads that team with 70 receptions and over 1,000 yards. He's an all-SWAC player the first time he steps foot on the FCS level. Immediate impact. One of the best FCS players coming in.
When it comes to Nate and his transfer process, like obviously he came from a few different schools, so a lot of his classes did not transfer in.
Life of a student athlete is a job. 24/7, non-stop.
Choose your heart.
Well, growing up, I was an athlete. I was one of those kids. I always had to be in something. Whether it was football, basketball, baseball, shoot, I would try to go play tennis if I could. Growing up in Eustis, Florida, it's a very small town. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You get in where you fit in. I always had a dream of playing a big stadium and be this big, high-ranked athlete. I was downplayed because of my size. I chose basketball going into that sophomore year. I ended up, making a transfer my senior year, Wildwood Middle High School, where I ended up getting back into football. Coach Vincent Brown, senior, he gave me an opportunity to be me, be able to be that elusive football player that I am. I took it and ran with it. I didn't have too many offers coming out of high school when it came to football. So I ended up choosing Jacksonville Athletic Academy. When I got there, I started staying in a roomie house. So a roomie house is something like a 4-bedroom house converted into a 8-bedroom house. So I was staying in a house with 7 people, that I didn't know. The youngest person next to me was probably 30 years old. It was something that I was willing to go through to, get to where I am today. Ended up having one of my big games there, had like 12 catches, nearly 300 yards for like 6 touchdowns. And the Edward Waters University coach ended up being there. They're a D2 HBCU out of Jacksonville, Florida as well. And he gave me an opportunity to come and play at his school that following year.
Nathan Rembert started off at Edward Waters, and he had one of the best seasons by a freshman in that school's history.
I was blessed enough to be like one of the top 10 receivers in the HBCU football that year, and even have one of the best freshman seasons in program history there.
He comes into Mississippi Valley State.
The Delta. Delta. Man, I love the Delta. And once I got there, it was something that I needed. It was isolation.
Nathan Rembert is that X factor. He's got the same tenacity as Jerry.
Jerry who?
Jerry Wright.
I made the plays that I had to make when it was time to make them. I had a big burden on my shoulder as far as being the guy. To be able to put my name next to one of the greatest, not only receivers of all time, but arguably greatest football player of all time, Jerry Rice, it's a blessing.
Best receiver goes to the SEC, and the second best receiver goes to Jackson State.
Mind-blowing because, I wasn't a highly recruited guy out of high school. I didn't have any big stars. I didn't get the opportunity to go on visits. And so when the offers started rolling in and I started getting options like, North Texas and Stanford University, it's like mind-blowing, like, man, like these schools actually want me. When it came to, making that decision of what I wanted to do, my heart is at a HBCU. You have so many curveballs thrown your way, or you might have so many offers when it comes to, the NILs. And I feel like for me, it wasn't about that. Money isn't everything. It was a family-oriented thing when it came to finding my next home. I was the guy at Valley. And coming to Jackson State, the whole lineup has an opportunity to be the guy. Not opportunity, but everybody is the guy here.
Discipline. Let's go.
So if I was to describe my play style, just an all-out dog. Quick, elusive, fast in a way.
I like that route right there. Can't cover it.
Damn, where is Johnson Hall at? Life of a student athlete is a job, 24/7, non-stop. It was a big swing of things, coming from the prep school and, having online classes to now going into in-person. Johnson Hall, the building, thank you.
Nate is what we call him, Nate Boog. He is a character. He's definitely someone that lights up the room, has a good personality, is super outgoing. When it comes to school though, he always comes in during study hall during his time. He always checks in. First, he asks me how I'm doing. Then he'll ask me what do I need to get done? He'll get it done. And this fall semester, he's actually in what he needs left to graduate. So he will graduate in December.
One thing about the HBCU, these people gonna treat you like you're their own. I have people that never seen before, have never met, come up to me and, hey man, we know you're far away from home, but you always got a home here, you could call me, come eat, home cooked meal. These people gonna make you feel like home.
Name and Faces Lounge. We've been down here going on 7 years, and we are proud sponsors of Jackson State football. You can just come in as you are, get you some good food, you watch some good sports, and you're gonna meet somebody. First time I met Nate, man, we sat right here. He was thinking about making his home. So we're all right, cool. So me, I'm gonna do my part. Show you around the city, I'm gonna show you some good eating places. We wanted to, welcome him here with open arms to Jackson, you know what I'm saying?
We're getting some lunch at Name and Faces right before we go out on this water, catch some catfish and whatnot. I like to spend my free time when I'm not playing football or I'm not in the classroom doing classwork and anything like that. I like to go fishing. It's something that'll help my mind just be at peace, help me decompress. My right-hand man, Joe Six, we'll go fishing. He ready to go fishing. It could be 6 o'clock in the morning. I call him, go fishing, we going fishing, he ready. If he got something he want to get off his mind, speak on it. If I got something, we'll speak on it. Sometimes we might not do no talking. We might just sit there and catch fish. Fishing is so relaxing because, it's you versus you. You out here, got a free space, clear mind, you hear the waters. You're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices when you commit to do something like being a student athlete. You got to have a drive. You got to have a mindset of, you can't stop my drive. So when it comes to having to commit, just gotta do it. Anytime I feel down, I look at a picture that I have from all my 2 sisters, but that helps me remind that this is why I'm doing it. This is why I can't stop.
Hey son, it's just me. I was on my way home from work and I was thinking about you. I just want to tell you what an inspiration you are to so many others and how much you have taught me about determination and tenacity and growth and chasing your dreams. I am proud to be your mom. I love you, kid, and keep on pushing through all those hard days, all those days you feel like giving up. You just keep on pushing through, son, because you have something the world needs. Your love, your laughter, your talent. I love you, kid. And I can't wait to see you this Saturday, son, to do your thing in the passion that you love. And you do it from the heart. Have a great day, son.